Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we've got what seems to be another reveal for an upcoming Transformers figure. Now, take everything with a grain of salt. I can't 100% confirm that this is a legitimate figure, but it seems to be the case with how well it's engineered, or how close it is engineered to the typical Studio Series line. This seems to be the long-rumored Transformers Generation Studio Series Sideways from the first scene in Revenge of the Fallen. Well, not the first scene, but the Shanghai scene in Revenge of the Fallen. And I gotta say that for some part, I really do like it, and then others I just feel like the proportions are kind of weird, but maybe I'm too associated with the original toy rather than the actual on-screen design, because it is also very similar to the Legends figure. Now, I don't have a Sideways in my collection. All of them are Sideways repaints like this Hunt for the Decepticons Override, and I actually have the Revenge of the Fallen Dead End that was a repaint of the Sideways figure, which had a very interesting transformation, and with the skinny legs and arms, it kind of looked creepy. Here, it just looks a little too bulky for me in the torso, and then take a look at the long, extended arms. It does look weird, but I will get to that in a second. I do like the detail on the leg and that panel on the front kneecap. I'm not sure if it's going to share some parts from the Studio Series Barricade, because the original design is very similar to Barricade. In fact, some people thought that Sideways was Barricade for a long time. Maybe the feet are going to be similar, but even then, I'm not 100% sure, because I'm noticing some little details that seem different, but maybe that's the case. Otherwise, I'm not seeing too much that's very similar to the Studio Series Barricade as opposed to this. I do like the fact that the front of the car seems to squish in, much like the original Revenge of the Fallen toy, but that had more of like an automorph feature where you push that in and something would swap out. I think the wheels would get sucked into the torso. It was a very clever thing and really fun thing to do. But I will get to the arms. I know that the lower arms seem really big and very long, and it's very weird. I will also point out that the hands look like the Masterpiece Barricade, which is kind of weird, but I think, and I might be wrong about this, I think the arms are mistransformed just a bit, and I think that the shoulders will extend out a little bit more. Now, it does add to the wide heft of the torso, but at the very least, maybe the arms will look a little better in proportion to the body. But even with that said, I don't necessarily mind the design that they chose for this. I actually don't mind the fact that he's got long, big, bulky arms, because he likes to swing around and break things, I guess. So, there's that. And he's also got this gun attachment, which I will admit is kind of weird, because I don't remember him having that gun. He might have. I'm not going to say he didn't, but I just don't particularly remember it at the top of my head. But at the very least, he has that, and I'm not going to argue with it. It does look pretty nice, well, given the fact that he's got a chunky arm anyway, so then you're attaching more stuff to it. But I will say this, I'm not upset about it. I think he looks fair. The head does look a little weird just below here, but I think otherwise it does have that very nice Barricade-style chin to it. And, yeah, to get another Revenge of the Fallen character that didn't really have too much attention in the movies is pretty cool, That could go with Jolt and some of the other characters. I'm still curious to see if we're going to get to a point where we're gonna have a Skids and Mudflap, because they said that they were very against doing a Skids and Mudflap, but I think it would sell just fine. And also, we're doing so many smaller characters at this point, because the Studio Series line doesn't really have that much to do nowadays, that I feel like at some point we should just do Skids and Mudflap and rip the band-aid right off. But with that out of the way, that's what we're getting, or at least it seems like we're getting. Do you think it's legitimate? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV, now that's just prime.